Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this matchup at Citi Field between two teams who have been in the postseason or relevant to the postseason in the last 5 years. The New York Mets hosting the Boston Red Sox in this interleague matchup coming up next on MLB Network. See Jacob deGrom there, a guy who created a lot of controversy this past season for having a 1.77 ERA, but having a near 500 win-loss percentage as Andrew Benintendi stands in. Getting his first World Series championship with the Red Sox this past 2018 season as deGrom throws a strike to kick off our night. Two fastballs, two strikes. Benintendi, the left-handed hitter, facing deGrom. The 0-2 pitch coming quickly. Curveball hit on the ground to the right side. Played there by Robinson Cano, throw to first, one away. So Robinson Cano was a part of a trade with the Seattle Mariners early this offseason around November or December where Jay Bruce, Anthony Swarzak went to the Mariners in exchange for Cano and a few other prospects. Here comes Mookie Betts right now. Pitch taken outside, ball one. Close pitch there by deGrom. Righty on righty matchup, the 1-0 pitch on the way. Swing ground ball to the first baseman, Todd Frazier, converted from third base. He'll step on the bag, and that's out number two. Frazier signed in the offseason of 2017-2018 after playing with the New York Yankees, going to the playoffs with them, making it to the championship series, losing to the Astros in that. JD Martinez pops up, home run leader in the American League. He popped out. Todd Frazier looked like he had a beat on it, but he drops it. That's foul. No balls, one strike. Here's the pitch to Martinez. That pitch misses outside. 1-1. Martinez had back-to-back 40 or more home runs in a season. He did that in 2017 and 18 as that pitch is lined deep to right field. Going back on it, Michael Conforto jumping at the wall, and it will hit that rail and go over for a home run. It's 1-0 Red Sox early. And here comes Xander Bogaerts, 2 outs, 1-0 Red Sox in the lead against the Mets as that pitch is popped into right field where the rookie Brandon Zimmo will make the catch, and it comes to a close. But the home run by J.D. Martinez puts the Red Sox up 1-0 as we go to the bottom of the first inning, and standing in is that rookie Brandon Nimmo against one of the best left-handers in the game today with a devastating slider, and his name is Chris Sale. Swing and a miss, and there's that beautiful slider. No balls, one strike. 0-1 pitch on the way. Here it comes. Fastball right over the inside edge. No balls, two strikes quickly on this lefty-on-lefty matchup. 0-2 coming on the way now. Pitch misses, 1-2. So Chris Sale didn't get a whole lot of attention when he was on the White Sox, but once he signed with the Red Sox, boy, did they really work him and get him the attention he deserved. Coming now to getting a World Series ring this 2018 season. 2-2 pitch on the way. Pitch fouled off. Good job to stay alive by Brandon Nimmo there. Very fast guy, not a spectacularly powerful hitter, but he knows how to put the ball in play as he does there. Ball drops in front of Andrew Benintendi for a base hit. So Jackie Bradley Jr. in this interleague matchup will sit the bench today because there's no designated hitter involved. So Benintendi moves from left to right, and J.D. Martinez goes to left as Jed Lowry stands in. The switch hitter will take ball one. Jed Lowry started his career as a shortstop with the Boston Red Sox back in 2009, and he's been over with a few teams since then, including the Houston Astros, Oakland Athletics, and now signing with the New York Mets. Ground ball to second base. Dustin Pedroia can't get it. It's through for a base hit. On his way to third is Nimmo. Throwing it in directly to third base is Andrew Benintendi. Devers applies the tag, but Nimmo well safe. So a single for Jed Lowry puts runners at first and third with nobody out. And here is Yoenis Cespedes. Swing and a miss. No balls, one strike. Yoenis Cespedes was... he's hit. Well, he was... Cespedes played for the Red Sox as well, but he's over now. That at-bat ended quickly, and here's Wilson Ramos standing in. Swing, ground ball to second base. Pedroia throws to Bogaerts for one. Back to Moreland for two. Double play, but the run scores. No RBI credited to Ramos, though, on the double play. So, on third base, there's a runner with 2 outs, and a pitch gets away. Vasquez picks it off that brick wall, though, behind him. So 1-ball, no-strike count to Todd Frazier, who excels at hitting against left-handed pitching, but Chris Sale, one of the more dominant pitchers that this league sees. That pitch misses. 3 balls, no strikes now with Michael Conforto waiting on deck. Slider misses, ball 4, so that'll put a runner on first and third. So Jed Lowry on third, Todd Frazier on first, and here is Michael Conforto. Conforto went to the World Series with the New York Mets as a rookie in 2015. Ever since then, he's been one of the premier left fielders that we've seen today, although he doesn't get too much attention because he plays for the Mets. suffering the same fate as Jacob deGrom did this past 2018 season. Changeup barely misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the inning, 2 runners on base, and a 1-1 game, bottom of the first. Swing, pop fly, right field. Mookie Betts going after it in right center field, and he will make the catch. Inning comes to a close. 1 run on 2 hits, 2 men left on base, and as we go to the second inning, it is 1-1. Red Sox tied with the Mets. So there's Mitch Moreland standing in now. He is in a platoon role with Steve Pearce, and Steve Pearce did renew his contract with the Red Sox in this 2018-19 offseason. So Steve Pearce is the one who faces left-handed pitching. Mitch Moreland takes on the right-handed pitchers, and deGrom being a right-hander. Moreland gets the start at first base tonight. 0-1 fastball called a strike. Now no balls, 2 strikes. So Citi Field in Queens, the sister city, as that pitch swung, or called strike 3, and that's the first out of the inning. Mitch Moreland goes down, and here's Dustin Pedroia, the 2009 most valuable player of the American League. Grounds up the middle, played by Robinson Cano on the backhand, throws the first, not in time. Todd Frazier stretched well, but Pedroia beats it out anyway safely. So 1 runner on first, 1 out in the inning. 1-1 game, and here is Rafael Devers, third baseman of the Red Sox. Swing, line drive, left field. That's going to fall for a base hit. Conforto picks it up, throws it directly towards second base. Cano picks it up. No tag applied, though, so Pedroia on second base now. Devers on first. And here is Christian Vazquez, been playing catcher for the Red Sox for a couple of years now, as he pops it to Ahmed Rosario, who catches it in shallow left field for 2 outs. So this inning progressing rather quickly, although we've seen a couple base hits. And here's Chris Sale, a guy who rarely hits because he's been pitching in the American League his whole career. Ground ball back to deGrom, throws to Frazier. Inning is over. So no runs on 2 hits that time around, and 2 men left on for the Red Sox. As we go to the bottom of the second, it's 1-1. Red Sox and Mets still tied. So here's Robinson Cano standing in, a guy who has played for the New York Yankees, signed a deal with the Seattle Mariners, and ended up being traded here to the Mets. So playing in New York again, but not with the Yankees. He joins Curtis Granderson as the only 2 players in the and Todd Frazier in the 2010s era, as you would say, to play for both the Yankees and the Mets. He swings in that pitch and misses. 1 ball, 2 strike now. Here's the pitch. Swing, fly ball, center field. Andrew Benintendi's got a read on it. He makes the catch, and that's out number 1. Only in the 3rd inning of this matchup now, standing in now is Ahmed Rosario. Played his first full season in 2018 with the New York Mets. Is primarily a middle infielder, but he's been playing shortstop for the most part. It's really quick. Grounded to second base. Pedroia throws to Moreland. 2 outs. So 2 away, and here comes Jacob deGrom. He hits fairly well for a National League pitcher. And look at that, he gets a hit off Chris Sale, one of the best pitchers in the league. Base hit with 2 away. Both deGrom and Sale throwing very efficiently, giving up hits, but he had a run. But they're still pitching very efficiently. Chris Sale only 28 pitches through 1 1/3 innings here, and here's Brandon Nimmo. Nimmo got a single his first at bat. Check swing, no swing, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs in the inning. Here's the pitch. Swing, fly ball, left field. J.D. Martinez is under it. J.D. Martinez makes the catch. Inning comes to a close. So no runs on 1 hit by Jacob deGrom. No errors and 1 man left on base. We'll go to the 3rd inning. It's 1-1. Red Sox tied with the Mets. Benintendi swings on the first pitch, lines it in the left center field. That's going to fall for a base hit. Cespedes looking to play it off the wall. Cespedes throws it to the cutoff man, Rosario. It's a leadoff double for Andrew Benintendi, and here comes Mookie Betts. Nobody out, runner on second base. Of course, this Red Sox team, the 2018 World Series champions, defeating the Dodgers very handily. I think anybody had a doubt in their minds that the Red Sox were not going to win the World Series this postseason. So a pitch popped up. Wilson Ramos makes the catch, 1 away. Speaking of Wilson Ramos, he's played around the National League East recently, playing for the Philadelphia Phillies before signing with the New York Mets this offseason. Here's J.D. Martinez. Pitch fouled off. Martinez homered his first time around. That's the only run that the Red Sox scored in this game so far. It was 1 pitch to Martinez. He hit over the left field wall, hit those railings out in left field. No balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch to the left fielder of the Red Sox. Swing and a miss, 2 outs. I'll bring up Xander Bogaerts. Fun fact about Xander Bogaerts, maybe people don't know, that he was one of 2 rookies in the World Series to hit a triple, and he joined Mickey Mantle when he was in the 2013 World Series. Xander Bogaerts hit a triple as a rookie, and now he's a 2018 World Series champion, as well as 2 World Series champions in his young career. That pitch hits the center field. Yoenis Cespedes makes the catch, inning comes to a close. So no runs on the leadoff double, so 1 hit. No errors and 1 left on base. To the bottom of the 3rd we go. Jed Lowry will stand in against Chris Sale. Grounded right back to him. He plays it on 1 hop. Takes his time, throws to Moreland, and 1 pitch out to start the bottom of the 3rd inning. And here is Yoenis Cespedes, a guy acquired in a trade from the Detroit Tigers in 2015. Ended up going to the World Series with the Mets, and he never left. Also won the 2013 Home Run Derby at this same ballpark. No balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Line drive, right field, base hit. Mookie Betts will field it on 3 hops. And he'll get it into the cutoff man, Pedroia. So a 1-out single for Yoenis Cespedes. And here comes Wilson Ramos, the catcher. 0 for 1 today. Takes that pitch for a fastball. Strike 1. Another fastball. No balls, 2 strikes. Ramos grounded into a double play that got the Mets on the board. Still has no RBIs, though, because he hit into that double play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Slider, but it hits him as he check swung. That hit his foot. That'll send him down to first. So runners on 1st and 2nd. Now here comes Todd Frazier. Frazier 0 for 0 tonight. He walked earlier in this one. That pitch hits the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. You got Cespedes on 2nd base, Ramos on 1st, and Todd Frazier looks at ball 2. Slider, good pitch on the inside edge. 2 balls, 2 strikes now for the former Red, White Sox, and Yankee. Pitch called strike 3, 2 outs. Good slider there by Sale. So 2 outs. Here's Michael Conforto. Swing, ground ball to 2nd base. Pedroia plays it on the ground. Throws it over to Moreland. In time, inning over. Mets got a couple men on, but they can't get him around to score. Game stays tied at 1 as we head to the 4th inning. So here's Mitch Moreland standing in now to lead off our 4th inning here. And that pitch hit well to right field. That was a fastball that he hit. Going back, Nimmo to the wall. And wow, that was a very poor jump by Nimmo. He kind of lunged forward instead of going up the wall. So that ball will go over, home run. Mitch Moreland puts the Red Sox on top 2-1. Swing, fly ball in the 2nd pitch of the inning from DeGrom. Yoenis Cespedes makes the catch, so quickly rebounding there is DeGrom on a good pitch. 1 out in the inning. Here's 3rd baseman Rafael Devers. Devers hit a single his first time around back in the 2nd inning. As he swings and misses, no balls and 1 strike. That pitch misses inside. So both pitchers again throwing well, although the runs, it seems like the ball's flying across the yard. DeGrom only has 28 pitches through 3 1/3 of an inning, and now it's going to be 29 through 3 2/3 as Nimmo makes that catch and right for 2 outs. It's just been a very well-pitched game, although it doesn't seem like it because the score's 2-1, but both pitchers really throwing it, I'd say, decently right now. Just a couple home runs given up by DeGrom, and then Chris Sale giving up the run on that double play as Vasquez hits a line drive towards center field. That's going to roll in front of Yoenis Cespedes for a 2-out single. Standing in now Chris Sale, 2 outs, top of the 4th inning. Vasquez on 1st, and Sale hits a fly ball to left field. Michael Conforto will catch it. Inning is over. But Mitch Moreland hits a home run to right field, and that puts the Red Sox on top 2-1 as we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Here comes Robinson Cano standing in, 0 for 1. Flew out in the 2nd inning. Cano not really successful against left-handed pitching. That's why he's batting 6th in the order tonight. He's also taking the starting job from Jeff McNeil. McNeil's been a rookie for the Mets, played it all of 2018 at 2nd. I mean, for the most part, he got caught up in the middle of the season, but now they got the acquisition for Cano, so they don't know where McNeil's going to play right now. The Mets don't, but I mean, right now you see Cano batting just not very highly in the order. He's better against righties for sure, and Sale, one of the most dominant lefties in the game. This is going to be a tough matchup for him. Popped up behind the plate. By the Mets logo behind the plate, there's Christian Vasquez, makes the catch, and that's out number 1. So 1 out. Casualty of Robinson Cano will bring up Ahmed Rosario standing in. He's quick, he makes good contact, not a power hitter by any stretch as he grounds this one to shortstop. Bogart's got to hurry. Throw to Moreland, 2 outs. Here's Jacob deGrom standing in, 2 outs, bases are empty. deGrom actually singled off Chris Sale, something that might be surprising. Pitchers don't typically get hits off Sale. But deGrom on the first pitch hit a single with 2 outs in the bottom of the second inning. Pitch, good fastball over the plate, and it's now no balls, 2 strikes. 53rd pitch from Sale coming. Slider hit pretty well to right field, but that's going to hang up well long enough for Mookie Betts to make the catch. Inning comes to a close. So no runs, no hits, and nobody left on for the New York Mets. We'll go to the 5th inning. It's 2-1. Red Sox lead the Mets. Andrew Benintendi standing in now. Swings at the first pitch. Hits it on the ground to second base, where Cano will throw to Frazier for the first out. That'll bring up Mookie Betts. The order turns over now, or it already turned over, so Mookie Betts batting second tonight. Primarily batted leadoff last year, but they're moving him into a number 2 role because he's become a very grave power threat at the plate this season. And while, as I say that, pitch hit to left field, that's going back to the wall, and home run for Mookie Betts. The 3rd home run by the Red Sox today, and it's now 3-1. Red Sox lead the Mets here in the 5th inning. J.D. Martinez will stand in now. He also homered in this game. That was back in the 1st inning, and in the 3rd he struck out. deGrom only 36 pitches into this outing, however, so the efficiency there, the productivity, not so much. 1 ball, 2 strikes. A guy who only had a 1.77 ERA in 2018. Facing the World Series champions of 2018. Pitch swung over and missed, 2 outs. Here's Xander Bogaerts coming in now. Getting his air game going today. He flew out once to right, once to center, so he'd complete the trifecta if he flew out to left. He will not, but he's going to fly out, looks like to Brandon Nimmo in right field. Catch made, inning over. 1 run on the home run by Mookie Betts. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. It's 3-1. Red Sox lead the Mets. Brandon Nimmo will stand in. He takes ball 1. This is another lefty-on-lefty matchup. Single and a fly out for Nimmo today as that pitch is taken for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike on him. Here's the pitch. Changeup. That was a beauty of a pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes. He takes it at the knees. Slider hit well to center. That's going to fall for a base hit in front of Benintendi. Benintendi will throw it into the cutoff man Pedroia, who throws it to the first baseman Moreland. So it's a single for Brandon Nimmo, and that'll bring up Jed Lowry. Single to ground it out in his first 2 plate appearances in this one. Short ground ball to second. Pedroia to Bogaerts at second. Back to first where Moreland completes the double play. 2 outs. So just like that, he's erased. 2 outs, and here is Yoenis Cespedes who swings, and it's a fly ball to left field. That is going to hit off the wall. Martinez will field. Throws it to the cutoff man Bogaerts over to second where Pedroia tags Cespedes, but Cespedes on the bag rather easily, and he's safe. So 2 outs. That'll bring up Wilson Ramos. Slider hit, foul. No balls, 1 strike. Fastball misses upstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike now. 2 outs in the inning. That pitch taken, strike 2. It's a good fastball there by Wilson Ramos. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Changeup hit very high in the air and very foul, so the count will remain 1-2. 1-2 pitch from Sale coming. Here it is. Slider hit well. Past center, Bogaerts into center field for a base hit. Benintendi will just throw it into the cutoff man Bogaerts, so run will score in the form of Yoenis Cespedes, so lead now cut to 1. It's 3-2. Red Sox still lead the Mets. Now Todd Frazier hits the ball on the ground. Pedroia will throw it to Bogaerts, covering second, forcing out Ramos, and the inning comes to an end. Couple hits, Yoda run for the Mets. We'll go to the 6th inning. It's 3-2. Red Sox still lead. So Mitch Moreland will stand in now. He homered earlier in the game, grounded right into the shift. There's Robinson Cano to play it. He'll throw it right to Frazier. 1 out. So a 1 pitch out of Moreland. Only 42 pitches for deGrom. Coming into the 5 1/3 innings he's pitched. And here's Dustin Pedroia. Takes it for strike 1. Takes a hack, I should say. No ball, 1 strike pitch fouled off. 0-2 now to Dustin Pedroia. Righty-on-righty matchup this is. 0-2. Here it comes. Fastball too high. 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out in the inning. Pitch popped up on the infielder. Ramos calls off all the other infielders. Ramos catches it, 2 outs. Coming up, Rafael Devers singled in the 2nd inning, and he flew out back in the 4th inning against Jacob deGrom to this point in the game. Very sharp ground ball past Todd Frazier at first for a base hit. Brandon Nimmo coming up with it, throws it into Cano. So a 2-out single for Rafael Devers will bring up Christian Vazquez, who singled back in the 4th inning as well. 2 outs and the pitch from deGrom coming on the way. Pop up, second base. Cano catches it, 3 outs. No runs on 1 hit, 1 man left on base. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th inning. It is 3-2. Red Sox lead the Mets. Action in the bullpen now for the Mets. Paul Sewald and Justin Wilson, who just signed with the Mets a couple days ago, in the bullpen now. Chris Sale throws to Michael Conforto, swing and a miss. That's 0-1. Pitch misses, 1-1. Conforto's been a very versatile outfielder for this Mets team. He's played center and left most of the time in his last 2 years with the team, although he came into the majors as a left fielder. That pitch caught like a changeup. It was a changeup. Mookie Betts catches it, 1 out in the inning, and here comes Robinson Cano. Cano hasn't been doing very well tonight. He flew out to center and then popped up to the catcher in his last 2 plate appearances. Soft ground ball to first. Moreland fields it. Moreland takes it himself. 3 unassisted, 2 outs. Here's Ahmed Rosario. Rosario grounded up both times he's been to the plate tonight. Takes a slider well up in the zone. Called strike, 0-1. Swing, line drive toward left center field on the runs. Benintendi. Benintendi makes the catch in the left center field gap to end the inning. No runs, no hits, nobody left on base. We'll go to the 7th inning. 3-2 Red Sox lead. Chris Sale will stand in now. He's been pitching well enough that they're going to keep him in the game. The Red Sox are. He's going to try to bunt down the third base line. Fielding at glove side is Jed Lowry. Throws to Todd Frazier, and that's the 1st out. Red Sox looking to the bullpen now. Alex Cora calling upon some of his many good bullpen arms, although 2 big ones that they've lost. Joe Kelly signed with the Dodgers well early in the offseason, and then Craig Kimbrell's still a free agent, so we still have to see what's going on there. So their bullpen not as strong as the world champion roster that they had ending 2018. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Benintendi. Fly ball hit pretty deep. Brandon Nimmo giving chase to it toward the warning track at the wall. It's going to one-hop the wall. On his way to second is Benintendi. He's turning the base, heading for third. Cano's relay coming in, and Jed Lowry's tag not in time. It's going to be a triple for Andrew Benintendi with 1 out here in the 7th. And now you have that very strong top of the order. Middle of the order, I should say, coming up in Mookie Betts and then J.D. Martinez on deck. Betts homered. Ground ball. That infield was playing in, and that's going to pass the infield. Cespedes didn't know where to run, it looked like. He's going to pick it up now, throw it into second. Red Sox take the lead. It's 4-2 after Benintendi scored on the double by Mookie Betts. Here's J.D. Martinez. Slider not called. Ball 1. A very close pitch there. Good discipline by J.D. Martinez. Pitch fouled off. 2-seam fastball. deGrom only at 54 pitches, but giving up 4 runs, and he's going to give up 5. That pitch going to one-hop the wall. Betts will score easily. Martinez on his way to second. The relay from Cespedes to Rosario over to the first baseman. Todd Frazier covering second, but not in time. J.D. Martinez will reach with an RBI double. It's 5-2, and Jacob deGrom will say goodbye to the New York faithful. He is taken off the mound for Paul Sewald. And those 2017 stats don't look too convincing. He doesn't have a win in 2017. We'll see how he does, though, in here against Xander Bogaerts. Xander Bogaerts are really a franchise shortstop so far for this Boston Red Sox team. The Red Sox were looking for a shortstop around the 2010-2011 era, and the last shortstop that this team had was actually Jed Lowry, who's playing for the Mets right now, and Marco Scutaro, who ended up retiring shortly after his tenure with the Red Sox. Pop fly towards center field, trying to give chase to it is Cespedes. Cespedes makes the catch. 2 outs. Martinez, not the fastest runner. He'll just hold right at second base. So that's 2 outs. And here comes Mitch Moreland, one of the many Red Sox, 3 in fact, who have homered tonight off of Jacob deGrom. That pitch hits the dirt. Ramos couldn't block it, but Martinez decides not to go for third. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs in the inning. Mitch Moreland will swing, ground ball. Second base Cano fields it rather easily, throws to Frazier, inning comes to a close. But 2 runs score in the inning, and the Red Sox, defending World Series champions, extend their lead 5-2 as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. Well, the clock's going to strike midnight rather soon here on the East Coast. It's 11:55 at night as the Mets decide who in the world are they going to bring up against Chris Sale. And it looks like the consensus is going to be Keon Broxton. He'll come into the game now, and he'll bat off of Chris Sale.
Number 23, Keon Broxton.
So right now you got TJ Rivera, Jeff McNeil, and Juan Lagares still on the bench, aside from the backup catcher. As that pitch bounces in front of Andrew Benintendi, that's going to roll to the wall. But Keon Broxton hit that ball rather strongly, but it gets down, and he'll have a leadoff double for the Mets that'll bring up Brandon Nimmo. And before he does, time called. Nimmo's actually going to be pinch hit for by TJ Rivera, so right now the Mets have 2 substitutions in, and it's time's called mound visit is taking place now. Chris Sale running out of energy. He's at 74 pitches through 7 innings. He's throwing efficiently. His team's backing him up on offense. So we'll see what the Red Sox want to do. Ultimately, nothing comes of this. Bullpen's still moving as it was. As that pitch grounded, Rafael Devers makes the play. He'll throw to Moreland now. Broxton goes to third, and Moreland going to throw it late, and it gets over the head of Rafael Devers. Keon Broxton coming home. Safe. Martinez's throw was well too late, and the Mets now are only down 2 runs. It's 5-3. That ball misses. 1 ball, no strikes. 5-3. Red Sox still in the lead over the Mets. Jed Lowry been hitting well off Sale today, but that's at bat not well enough. Flied into center field. Benintendi will make that play, and that's out number 2. So a good rebound by Sale there. Got a couple of outs despite the run scoring, and here comes Yoenis Cespedes. Cespedes hits that pitch toward left center field, and that's going to drop 1 hop the wall. And Cespedes will have his second double of the day as Benintendi throws it into the cutoff man Bogarts. So with 2 outs, here comes Wilson Ramos. So he hit into a double play, didn't give him the RBI, but the run scored as a result of him putting the ball in play for the Mets. And he also has an RBI single in this one, in which he hit his last at bat. And now coming into the game is a new pitcher for the Red Sox. Ryan Brazier coming in. A guy who didn't pitch in the majors until this season with the Red Sox. 1 ball, 1 strike on the way. That pitch hit well to center. Benintendi going back on it. Had a couple of defensive miscues this inning, now trying to get under it, and he makes the catch. Inning comes to a close. Mets gonna run on a few hits, and they still trail 5-3 as we go to the 8th inning. So the Mets are going to opt to double switch. Keon Broxton will stay in the game. He'll go out to right. Let's take a look now because... Whoa. Oh yeah, this is what I wanted. Oops. Okay, so Yoenis Cespedes is going to go to right field. Keon Broxton's going to go to center. Michael Conforto stays in left. That's your outfield arrangement right now. And Justin Wilson will take over at the leadoff spot for the Mets. And he's the new pitcher. Cutter hit on the ground to third base. Played very routinely by Jed Lowry. Throws to Todd Frazier. Has to extend upward a bit, but he makes the force out completed, and that's out number 1. 1 out. Here comes Rafael Devers. Devers, although he's a lefty, has shown signs of having a better bat against left-handed pitching, but the matchup is what the Mets are looking for right now. As that pitch swung over and missed. It's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here it comes. Pitch hit well to left field. And there's Michael Conforto catching the baseball. 2 outs. Christian Vasquez standing in now. Has put the ball in play rather well tonight so far. Lined out to shortstop, singled in the 4th, and then flew out in the 6th. Pitch grounded over a diving Todd Frazier into right field, where Yoenis Cespedes, newly moved, will throw it into the cutoff man Cano. So on base now with 2 outs is Christian Vasquez, and Ryan Brazier in the pitcher spot will come up. So the Red Sox have a decision to make. Do they want to put in the pinch hitter, or do they want to let Brazier continue to pitch? And the ultimate decision looks like they're going to let Brazier pitch. So he will bat here with 2 outs and a runner on base. Going to try to bunt. Pulls back, ball 1. This is an interesting decision. If you're going to give up an out here with 2 outs, that seems a little taboo. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Good cutter there by Justin Wilson. Wilson, a former Pittsburgh Pirate, former New York Yankee. Then he pitched for the Chicago Cubs for a while as well before making his way to the Mets. Pitched around the league, and he's pitched well around the league. A very nice left-hander, somebody on your team that you want to just get you outs and pitch well. Ground ball towards shortstop. Ahmed Rosario will go the harder way toward first base. Force out, though, completed by Todd Frazier. Inning comes to a close. No runs on 1 hit, 1 man left on base. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. Mets still down 5-3 against the Red Sox. Well, before the Mets had time to think, Jeff McNeil's going to pinch hit for the Boston Red Sox. Or, excuse me, for the New York Mets. No balls, 1 strike. The matchup's better with Jeff McNeil playing, although no balls, 2 strikes, pitch on the way. So McNeil can't play first. That's a beautiful pitch there by Ryan Brazier to get the first out of the inning, and here comes Michael Conforto. Pitch misses outside, ball 1. Mets still down 5-3. Now they got to find a first baseman because McNeil can't play first. 1 ball, 1 strike pitch now coming to Michael Conforto. Swing and a miss. Good fastball there by Ryan Brazier. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Here comes the pitch, 1-2. Swing, line drive, sharply hit towards center field. Andrew Benintendi catches it with his glove hand. 2 outs. Standing in now, Robinson Cano. So what makes sense here is that Cano will go to first, McNeil will go to second, and that seems the most logical defensive alignment for the Mets at this point in the game, exhausting all of their bench resources to try to come back against the reigning World Series champions. Pitch misses outside. Ahmed Rosario awaits on deck with a 3-1 count for the former All-Star Robinson Cano. Pitch swung on, hit to right field, not very strongly, high in the air. Catch made by Mookie Betts. Inning is over. Mets get no runs, no hits, and nobody left on base. So we'll go to the top of the 9th inning, and it is 5-3 Red Sox lead the Mets. This game evidently flying by. Matt Barnes, the acting closer for the Red Sox, is in the bullpen. And as predicted, Robinson Cano will go to first. Jeff McNeil will go to second, with Ahmed Rosario and Jed Lowry staying put at their respective shortstop and third base positions. Here's Andrew Benintendi. Pitch misses, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Nobody out in the inning. Ground ball towards second. There's McNeil, the newly entered second baseman. The defensive substitutions always seem to find the baseball first whenever they get put in the game. There's out number 1. 1 out, here comes Mookie Betts. Foul balls, 0-1. Cano had a short stint at first base with the Seattle Mariners before getting hit with that 80-game suspension on steroids. So he has little experience there, but he has experience there. And the Mets are relying on him right now to play a solid defense as the Mets go into the 9th inning, already down by 2. Don't want to make it more. No balls, 2 strikes. Mookie Betts receiving the pitch. It's softly hit toward the middle of the infield. Shortstop Ahmed Rosario throws to Robinson Cano, now covering first. Didn't drop the ball. All is well. 2 outs in the inning. Here comes J.D. Martinez. Martinez homered, struck out in his last at bat in the 7th. He doubled, and that's about as far as you can hit a baseball in this park, and it hasn't even come down yet. That's gone. 6-3, Red Sox extend the lead over the Mets here on the top of the 9th inning. Here's Xander Bogaerts facing Justin Wilson, tapped on the ground. Charging is Lowry, throws to Cano, inning over. Well, the Red Sox extend the lead over the Mets as we head to the bottom of the 9th inning, and it looks like the closer is coming in for the Red Sox, Matt Barnes. He's going to come in and pitch. He is replacing at the moment Craig Kimbrell, although Kimbrell's still a free agent. And the Red Sox have shown some interest in re-signing him. Pitch misses, ball 1. Mets down 3 against the reigning World Series champions. This is an interleague game at Citi Field. You're listening to Nicholas Callis on MLB Network. That pitch fouled off. 1 ball, 1 strike for the rather young shortstop of the Mets. Sharply hit on the ground to second base. Dustin Pedroia fields, throws to Mitch Moreland, and that's out number 1. So 1 out, and here's Keon Broxton. He had a double back in the 7th inning. He's a defensive replacement, added for Brandon Nimmo, and he's batting leadoff. Started his career with the Pittsburgh Pirates, quickly got traded to the Brewers, and then this offseason got traded to the Mets. 2 balls, no strikes. We'll take that fastball right down the middle. 2 balls, 1 strike. Fastball well overpowering. Matt Barnes, 97 miles an hour, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Strike 3 called, 2 outs. And with the pitcher spot coming up, the Mets will look to a pinch hitter who is potentially the final out in Juan Lagares. Lagares, 2 outs, bases are empty. Changeup, great pitch, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. That curveball bounces in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike now. Pop foul. Mets down to their final strike here tonight. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Oh, and it hits him. So that pitch clearly got away from Barnes. I don't think there was any intent there to hit him down on the final strike. So Jed Lowry will stand in with 2 outs. Now he's the final out of this game, potentially. Got jammed there, fouls that pitch off. Strike 1. Matt Barnes comes set at the letters. No 0-1 pitch on the way. That pitch well inside, 96 miles an hour. 1-1. That changeup misses outside. 2 balls, 1 strike now to the switch hitting infielder. Curveball jammed him there. He couldn't get around on it. Now Mets once again down to their final strike. Here's the pitch. Curveball hit well to left. It's J.D. Martinez under it. J.D. Martinez makes the catch, and the Red Sox win this one over the Mets by the final score of 6-3 at Citi Field. And J.D. Martinez was a power plug for this team. Hit a couple home runs, had a few RBIs in this one, and that one was just a line drive home run in the first inning that hit off that rail. But he had a heck of a game today. Give him player of the game. Let's look at his official stat line. 5 at-bats, 2 runs scored, 3 hits, 2 of them home runs, and 3 RBIs total. Gives him player of the game. Well, thanks for listening to this broadcast of MLB Network here on MLB The Show. This is Nicholas Callis signing off. Once again, your final score. The Boston Red Sox defeat the New York Mets by a final score of 6-3. Good night, everybody.